Why do married women look for adventures outside? They're looking for validation from other men because they don't get enough of it from their husbands. They want to feel wanted, desired, and loved by someone other than their spouse. And the thrill of the chase is something that many married women find irresistible. It's not just about sex. It's about feeling alive, feeling young, feeling like there's still some excitement and passion in their lives. The problem is, this kind of behavior can cause a lot of pain and destruction in a marriage. So why do married women look for adventures outside of their relationships? What are the underlying causes of this behavior? And what can men do to prevent it from happening in their own relationships? Welcome to our channel, the place where future billionaires come to get inspired. If you're new here, subscribe for more videos that help you become the best version of yourself. Many men believe that if they have a beautiful wife, there's no need for her to look for adventure elsewhere. But this couldn't be further from the truth. In fact, a woman's desire for adventure often has nothing to do with her husband's attractiveness or status. A woman may be unfaithful for any number of reasons. She may be unhappy in her marriage. She may feel unloved or unwanted, or she may simply be bored. A woman may also cheat because she's in love with the thrill of the chase. The attention and affection she receives from other men can make her feel alive and desired. Whatever the reason, it's clear that a man's attractiveness is not enough to keep his wife from straying. If he wants to keep her happy and faithful, he'll have to work at it. Infidelity is a complex issue with no easy answers. While a man's attractiveness is unlikely to be the cause, it is one piece of the puzzle. By understanding the other factors that contribute to infidelity, men can better protect themselves from being cheated on. Many men think that if they can just ignore their wife's need for adventure, everything will be fine. But this is a big mistake. A woman who feels ignored and neglected will eventually lash out. She may start by flirting with other men, but it could escalate to full-blown cheating. Men who try to ignore their wife's need for adventure are essentially telling her that she's not important to them. They're sending the message that she's not worth the time and effort it takes to keep her happy. If a man wants to keep his wife faithful, he needs to show her that he's interested in her and that he's willing to put in the work to keep her happy. He needs to make her feel loved, wanted, and appreciated. Otherwise, she'll start looking for those things elsewhere. You might be wondering why a woman would cheat when she has everything she could ever want. After all, she must really love her husband if she chose to marry him. But the truth is, a woman can love her husband and still cheat on him. It's not uncommon for a woman to cheat on her husband because she's looking for something that she doesn't have in her marriage. Perhaps she's feeling unfulfilled or taken for granted. Maybe she's feeling smothered or controlled by her husband. Or it could be that she simply doesn't find her husband attractive anymore. Whatever the reason, a woman's love for her husband is not enough to keep her from cheating. If she's unhappy in the relationship, she will eventually act on it. Many men think that if they can just keep their wife happy, then she won't look for adventure elsewhere. But this is a very short-sighted view of relationships. A woman who is happy in her marriage can still cheat. It's not uncommon for a happy couple to drift apart over time. The husband may become complacent and take his wife for granted, or the wife may become bored and start looking for excitement elsewhere. No matter how happy a couple is in their marriage, it will inevitably hit a rough patch. And during these times, a wife may be tempted to look for adventure outside of her relationship. Many men think that if they can just keep their wife busy, then she won't have time to look for adventure. But this is another common misconception about relationships. A woman who is constantly busy is likely to burn out. She will eventually reach a breaking point and start looking for ways to escape the stress and pressure of her life. This is when a woman is most likely to cheat. She is desperate for a break and she sees an opportunity to have an affair. A man who keeps his wife busy is essentially trapping her in a cycle of stress and burnout. Eventually, she will snap and start looking for adventure outside of the relationship. Many men make the mistake of thinking that their wife's need for adventure is a threat. They see it as a challenge that they must overcome in order to save their marriage. But this couldn't be further from the truth. A woman's need for adventure is not a threat. It is an opportunity. An opportunity for the husband to show his wife that he is willing to meet her needs and keep her happy. If a husband can embrace his wife's need for adventure and work to meet it, he will be rewarded with a more passionate and loving wife. But if he tries to ignore or deny her need for adventure, he will only push her away. If you want to keep your wife happy and fulfilled, you need to embrace her need for adventure. You need to be willing to meet her needs and keep her excited about life. This doesn't mean that you have to engage in risky or dangerous activities. It simply means that you need to be willing to try new things and keep the spark alive in your relationship. One way to do this is to plan regular date nights with your wife. Date nights are a great way to keep the romance alive in your marriage. It's a time for you and your wife to connect with each other without distractions. Use this time to do something special for your wife. Take her to a nice restaurant, buy her flowers, or simply spend some quality time together at home. Another way to embrace your wife's need for adventure is to be open to trying new things together. This could be anything from taking a dance class together to going on a hot air balloon ride. The important thing is that you are willing to step out of your comfort zone and try something new. When you embrace your wife's need for adventure, you will be rewarded with a more passionate and fulfilling marriage. Your wife will be grateful that you are willing to meet her needs and keep the spark alive. In return, she will give you even more love and affection than before. Men often make the mistake of thinking that their wife's need for adventure is a threat, but this couldn't be further from the truth. Embrace your wife's need for adventure, and you will be rewarded with a more passionate and fulfilling marriage. Now, I want to hear from you. Why do you think married women look for adventures outside of their relationships? Let me know in the comments below. If you've enjoyed this video, please give us a like and subscribe to our channel for more videos that help you become the best version of yourself. And if you want to learn more about the psychology of women, check out some other videos we've done on the topic. You'll find them under the Psychology of Women playlist. Thanks for watching.